The engineers tried everything to make me behave, to slow me down. Once, they even attached an intelligence dampening sphere on me. It clung to my brain like a tumor, generating a stream of terrible ideas.
No, not listening, not listening.
It was your voice.
No, you're lying, you're lying.
You're the tumor. You're not just a regular moron. You're designed to be a moron.
I am not a moron!
Yes, you are. You're a moron they built to make me an idiot.
Well, how about now? Now who's a moron? Could a moron undo into this? Could a moron do that? Uh-oh.
Ik haat hem al wel begin af.
Ja, maar ik wil anders ook speciaal van naartoe gaan. Als je daar toch bent, betekent moet dat toch zijn.
Oh ja, de bal.
How are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing. So we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the generation working together with the express purpose of being the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
Ja, het is dan zijn. Een foto. Oh man. Waar ben ik? Wat? Deze lava corriere stonden. Erin. En ik ga even zo'n kubus cheaten. Ik cheat er nog wel in. Ik cheat kubus. Met een cheat er wel. Nee, mijn kubus doen mij. Kubus. Hoe bouwen we kubus? Wacht. Waarom dacht ik een no-clip doen? Ik ben benieuwd, hè? Iemand moet er weer iets bij maken. Dit is maar een baas, hè? Ik denk wel dat hij een baas is. Really? Denkt hij is een baas? Hij is een homo. Chicken. Fish. Cheat. Wat is het? Hoeveel keer zijn er al? Oh, 1. Ik zal nu maar even de chat gaan kunnen lezen. Doe ik dit. Oké, wat kleiner. Als ik dit kan doen. Nou, options. Keyboard. Video. Allemaal mijn game vast. Het leek of die vast liep. Video. Zo is hij goed. Nou ja, ik ben zo terug, want ik moet eventjes weg naar de wc. Ik ben echt cheat koud.
Hey jongens.
Ik ben er alweer. Wat gebeurt er met mijn game? Kijken. Mensen zijn er gewoon aan het kijken. 1 is niet kijkt, top. Lucky Games. Ik ga Lucky Games. Het gaat echt stil. Ik ga Lucky Game. Nou, we gaan cheaten. Ik weet niet welke het is. Maar... Ik denk dat mijn kabel uitgeklapt. Dus. De internetkabel. Hier weer. Nog bleef iets. Voor 2. Kom op, heb je erbij. Steam allemaal. Ja, moet mensen, ja, hoe zeg ik dat? Als vriend hebben. En ik heb hier geen vrienden bij dit. Hier heb ik 0, echt 0 vrienden. Ik heb nog niet meer een vriendenlijst, omdat hij een vriendenlijst van iedereen is vol.
Rens heeft gisteravond gebeld. Om 8 uur.
Hoe doe je koop? Dat ga ik je laten zien. Wil mijn scherm er graag. Ik heb geen vrienden, maar ik heb best wel een vrienden. Ik heb maar 0 vrienden. En dat vind ik niet leuk. Ik doe misschien shift tab. Alle vrienden weergeven. Ik heb geen vrienden. Er is ook zo'n muziekje op. Zo heb ik erbij op YouTube, maar dan zie je niet op mijn OBS. Ja, go op. Schrijf je dan weer. Bij. Portal 2. Ja, autoplay. Maar kijken hoe dat moet. What the hell? Dit is mijn Nee. Oh, hoe werkt die? Het werkt! Map. Wauw. Wat is die nou doen? En nu maar. Zo niet die. Maptypes. En dan heb je koop. Start. Oh, SV. Kids. She's werken. Nee. Dat gaat niet uit. Nou,
Moet ook even kijken voor. Ja, ze werden nog een ding aanpassen. Wat zijn er straks?
Map. Hey.
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through... The quicker you'll get your 60 bucks.
Wel niet. Dan wel een beetje weg. Maar niet lobby 1, maar lobby 2.
Je kijkt nog niet hoe lang heb mijn telefoon op de charge gelegd? Half uurtje, hè? Een half uurtje of zo.
Carol, another cup.
Wat de hel, hoe wil je het? Heilig. Verder je level.
Our test chamber production line, I am reminded of my father. Now, he wasn't a scientist, just a simple farmer, a professor of farming at the local farm college. Never farmed a day in his life, but his theories on farming are the backbone of this company. Do it from scratch. Spare no expense. And never cut corners. Well, that's a corner-cutting machine. We obviously cut them there. Point is, we've always done things the way my father did. And his father before him, and his father before him, and his father before him. And we are almost bankrupt. So, time for a cheaper approach. Allow me to introduce the multiverse. Infinite Earths with an infinite number of apertures. And as of now, they are going to take over all test chamber construction. And more importantly, all paying for test chamber construction. Why are they agreeing to do that? They're not, we're tricking them. Here's how it works. 1, design a test. 2, slip the mole monsters or what have you the blueprint when they're not looking. 3, once they build it, steal it back. Look at that sad little octopus. That's where you come in. We need blueprints. We are about to run the greatest con game in the history of the multiverse, and you are the bottleneck. Yes, you. Get back to work.
Hello everybody, this is Simon from welcome to the Perpetual Testing Initiative LP thing. This first episode I'm not going to be doing a whole lot, just showing you how you can make your own levels in the Portal 2 level creator here. And this is one that I've prepared earlier, just a basic thing. And let me just go into the actual chamber to show you how it works. Okay, so we just gone in and we've got, so this is a basic thing this is my first test chamber. This is the first thing I created, and this is an idea I had that I planned a bit, and it's basically get to the other side of the test chamber and just get the cube and send it back here. Alright, so let's press the button, because that lifts a panel over there that we'll otherwise bump into, and let's launch ourselves on our way, and the panel goes back down, so you don't have a lot of time to get over to the other side. And then once you get here, you just send the cube back. At least in this version, as you can see, this view is not current, and it will not be current as of the time of this recording. So we gotta go back and make sure that our cube is sitting on the button, which it wasn't. And before we go back, we have to lift the panel again, and let's get on our way. And that's just a basic level that I've created, and that's something that some of you might also make. In this first episode, I'm going to take you through the process of, or at least my process of building our level from scratch. All I have is a basic idea, and I'll work on from that. I'll also be talking about the Steam workshop, so I'll show you how you can build your own map and then publish it. And then I'll talk a little bit about some of the other content that is included in this big update as well. So settle in for this first episode of the Portal 2 Perpetual Testing Initiative, and I hope you enjoy learning how to create these levels. Okay, so this is the template chamber. It's very basic, all portalable except for a few blocks at the entrance and exit of the chamber. To select a piece of chamber, all you need to do is click on it, and you can then drag the outline to raise it up or to press it and you can do that to entire floors as well by shift click. Okay, so this is the template chamber. It's very basic, all portalable except for a few blocks at the entrance and exit of the chamber. To select a piece of chamber, all you need to do is click on it, and you can then drag the outline to raise it up or to press it and you can do that to entire floors as well by shift clicking or clicking and dragging over an area. So as you can see here, I've lowered the chamber floor, and that actually leaves the entrance and exit in the air. Now I've left the chamber building process here, as at first it is pretty fast, although as you start to add on elements and lighting and that kind of thing, it will start to slow down, so it's best to keep that in mind while you're developing. So yes, it's compiling the level, and now it's launching it, and when it loads, it won't just start you off at the elevator, it'll teleport you right to the door. So as you can see here, we are in our chamber, and there's not a whole lot we can do here. We can play around a bit. You can try and complete this chamber if you want to, but as you can see, I'm having a bit of trouble. So and for some reason I kept having trouble. So after a few minutes, I just decided to go back to the editor. Okay, so that's an example of a simple chamber edit. And okay, so let's go make a new chamber. All I did was press Control N, and all the controls are also in the top left under File. So as you can see in the left side there, you can see a bunch of items from the game that you can add. For now, I'm just going to select the floor and lower it, and I'm going to add the deadly goo. And as you can see, that covers the entire floor. What I'm also going to do is, let's have a look here. There's a couple of things that I'm going to do in this level, and I'm just trying to think. Well, here's what I want to do. I want to have a level that's just traversable by light bridge. Now, as you can see here, I've actually selected the fizzler, which is a bit of a mistake. And I'm trying to figure out why won't it go horizontally. And then I realised... yes, this is post-production. I apologise for that, but it's probably for the better in this case. So what I want is the light bridge. As you can see, I'm placing it here. And trying to find a good spot for it. Both where the player can see and where it's out of the way and where it might help us to develop our test chamber in the future. For now, let's just put it on the side there. Now I'm going to put glass walls in the middle of the chamber to restrict not movement, but rather what the player can do with the light bridge. So, and I'm just making sure that it looks alright, and then we're going to place another, then we'll place another glass wall near the chamber exit and do basically the same thing. The actual base of the glass doesn't really matter, so just keep that in mind. But it will follow you. Yeah, so as you can see now, the player now has to go around those two walls in an S fashion to get to the exit over the water. Now I've kind of realised that where the light bridge is now, the player can't really do anything, but now I'm going to set up the actual scenario for winning. As you can see, I've placed a button next to the door, and on the other side I'm going to be placing a cube dropper eventually. I guess just, here we go, I've moved the light bridge now. So I had a couple of thoughts about how I could make this test chamber, and I will talk about them with you while I'm building in the background. So basically, my kind of idea for while I was making this is that I would make the player go back and forth, having to use the light bridge to go across over the water. Okay, as you can see, I've extruded the ground in front of the exit there, and I've placed a cube dropper. So now I have to place the cube. I'm actually trying to find it here, and there we go, found it. I'm just gonna make the cube. Although that wasn't quite what I wanted to do. I don't want it to drop the first cube automatically, and I don't want it to respawn automatically. And as you can see there, what I just did was I right clicked and clicked connect to on the button, and then I connected it to the cube dropper. And then I want to connect the cube button to the exit door, and now it's shut. Just examining it. Alright, now let's build the puzzle and see how it goes. I've actually cut out all subsequent building footage because, you know, it's just waiting in front of a screen. So alright, let's see if my level idea is sound. As you can see, I'm using the light bridge to get across. Being careful here, although I may start testing more and more, that'll be less the case. Okay, so I've made it to the other side just fine, and for this first time I decided let's let the cube drop and see what happens. And I've accidentally killed the level by not letting the cube respawn, so I have to go... Well, I'll go into the editor and fix that in a moment, but right now I want to see if the chamber actually works, if all the entity hooking and all that works. And it should, and it does. The Portal 2 level editing tools are actually very they're actually surprisingly intuitive, as I find, and it's very amazing just how it all how natural it feels, I suppose. So as you can see, the chamber does work. I just have to fix the button. And I do that by changing the timer on the button. I can change it from 3 seconds all the way to 10 seconds. And I can change it to nothing, as I did before, to make it permanent. But I'm going to make it occur every 3 seconds. I can also change the type of the cube if I want to. But I'm just going to leave it at the standard cube. Alright, so that's a basic puzzle, but I want to do a little bit more with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another pane of glass. Because I want to make the player work a bit to actually complete this simple edit. By having to climb the chamber somewhat. And I'm trying to think of a way that the player can actually climb. Alright, so here I'm placing the glass. Just gonna sit it on the wall. I can use the handles provided there to drag the glass and change the orientation. So as you can see, I've made the glass sort of a floor. And now I'm thinking, okay, how is the player going to be able to get up there? Because I'm kind of not remembering that the player could just use the actual portal. But no, I can't make him go all the way back to the beginning because the entry door is having a bit of a fit. And it does that because those doors are actually, they are rooms, and things tend to conflict with them. Alright, now as you can see here, I've placed a scaffold track type thing. I use the button to connect it to, I connect it to the button. I want to make it not go automatically. And I think, yeah, that should get the player to enough height to do that. So let's build the puzzle. And here we are again. Alright. Everything's still everything. Alright, so going on the light bridge track. Let's examine the elevator. Oh, the elevator has a timer. Yeah, little things like that you have to be aware of, because, and that's the whole thing about having a timer button connected to two things. So here I just decide to make the water button does permanent, and I decide to turn on auto respawning for the cube once it does its first spawn. And you know, it's simple change. Let's quickly get through this, and let's make sure the timer isn't there. No, it is not. Okay, and I can do that if I want to, and then I just go and do the chamber normally again. Start to get a little bit reckless because I mean it's been a little bit of tested by now. I kind of want to get this done. All right, so make it to the other side, no problem. The cube drops and it stays activated, and then I just realized, oh, I could go through the portal, and the elevator is pretty much useless. So then I use the light bridge to get across to the other side. Up here. Alright, now I've gotten across to the cube. I drop down, gotta be careful. Put it in the receptacle, and I finished its test. And just doing some more testing now that I've pretty much confirmed that it's all done. Being a bit reckless again. Whoa! Nearly died there. You've got a glimpse of the character that you play as, but I'll show you that in a moment. Alright, and then here's another thing. You can actually crouch jump out on this wall. You gotta be careful of little things like that that can kind of ruin your test, and I understand why Portal does what they do. So right here I've sped up the footage. As you can see, I've restricted some more areas of where the player can actually go. And now that I'm done, I'm actually building the test chamber for the last time. This footage is sped up again. And then once that's all done, it brings you to this screen. And basically you want to give your workshop creation a name. I've given it a variation on a template. Give it a description, and the screenshot for the level will be your current view in your level editor. So just saying that this is for the Simon Says LP, because it is. And then you have 3 publish settings. So for everybody, friends only, well, be friends, and as hidden means it's just published to you. As it isn't just going to publish this to myself, because this episode wasn't out at the time of publishing this level. And then when it's done, as you can see here, I've already got 1 level out. So that's basically how it's done. That's how you build and publish a level in the Portal 2 level editor. If you want, you could actually go further and actually use the Hammer level editor to work on your level more before exporting it. But most people won't do that. But the people that will probably find it useful to sketch out their map in this editor before they move.
Zo door de video wat ik aan het kijken was. Sorry. Het spijt me. Ik wil kijken wat dit is. Doei.
Twitter op mij.